Hello everyone and welcome back to the Sicilian Dragon. Today we are going to look at Komodo 2.01 playing itself. My previous video was Komodo 3 playing itself, and this one is actually way better. Of course, in the Komodo 3 video, I'm pretty sure white won. This one is even, I don't know if you like it, to call it funnier, worse. Let's just get into the game. Komodo opens knight f3, knight f6, and now it quickly becomes a queen pawn, c4, and now it's a Slav defense. And it's an exchange, and queen b3 is a weird little move that instantly gives black a fractionally better position. It's a very weird move. Um, I don't know why, but Komodo 2.01 chooses to play queen b3 here. Of course, today's engine says knight c3 is best. But bishop f4 and e3 are also possibilities. But anyways, let's say queen b3, knight c6, bishop f4, e6, and play just continues like this. I don't know what really h3 does. Knight a5, queen a4, and it keeps going. Right now, knight c4, because bishop b5 threatened to play bishop d7. Now you take with the queen and lose your knight, which is why we have knight c4 here and knight bd2. Knight takes knight e5, a nice little tactic. Basically the point is you get the knight out. Knight d7, you just can't take back, and the knight is just way too good. Something like this is gonna come soon. You take this, then queen b5, queen d7. It's made on the spot. King d7, queen b7, just to delay the mate, and eventually there is mate. Of course, if the king runs to d6, then we have knight f7 mate, or even knight c4, because it's a double check. So the bishop. Yeah. So which is why knight e5 is a very nice find by the engine. So now knight c4. Oh, sorry, that's our line. Bishop d6, correctly rectifying uh the position. Knight d7, bishop f4, knight e5, king f8, and now takes back. So now it's equal, but black has a knight on d2 that is not looking like it's going to budge, but still has a safe getaway square on c4. Yeah, f6, knight f3, and black gets rid of it, and it's actually doing quite well. Um, and by the way, if we had something like g6, trying to play something like b3 to lock this knight in just doesn't work. Because let's say queen c7, and if you go rook d1 now, just queen c3, and black is completely crushing here. f6, yeah, knight f3 and a3 knights. White is worse if black plays knight d6. White castles with a very weak and the dreaded triple pawn position, um, which is not really ideal at all. Knight f5, rook fe1. Knight f5 drops the advantage a bit, but it's still quite good. And yeah, now black is officially, back here, black was officially in a position where I'm pretty sure if Stockfish played itself in this position, black would win. Which just proves that Komodo 2.01 is actually, this doesn't make any sense. Sure, white won last game, but black is gonna win this game is actually, um, that's crazy. Let's continue the game. Knight h4, it's 0.4.5 now. King f1, king e7, rook c1, again, minus 1.4 is actually very big for engines. a6, bishop d3, king f7. Here it was actually momentarily minus 2.1, 2.2, this is actually insane here. King f7, rook e3, rook he8, queen b3, rook a b8, f5, and now, like, f5 is a nice find. Um, Basically, when you take, first of all, now it's doubled pawns instead of tripled pawns. Yes, black is a pawn up. Now rook c5, and I feel like, I'm not sure, but I feel like there's some more activity here. which is why the engine is only giving minus zero point 0.5 here. White has some activity, open c file. Though you can't really try to take it away, can you? Oh, sorry, that's a complete blunder. Exactly, you can't really take it away because now you're just gonna lose the pawn, and then the rook. So it's really not good. Um, which is why, yeah, rook c5, rook takes e3, sacrificing the rook for. Oh, sorry, I thought there was a bishop there. Not sacrificing the rook, trading rooks, but I do not know why anyone would dream of playing rook e3 here because, like, white is basically, like, a few moves ago, tripled pawns. Ooh, double pawns. Oh, yay. No more double pawns. Though I guess the upside is that queen g3 type of stuff is coming, which is exactly what happened. And yes, it looks quite scary. Queen d5, winning back the pawn. King f8, bishop e2, um, queen h3, king e1. And now basically it's borderline equal. So white has got back into this game, which is just adds to the craziness of this. Queen g3, and yeah, it's actually not that bad. Rook e8, rook c3, queen f2. This is completely holdable as a position. Like, I don't know if the engine, like, I mean, they might have just repeated. Like, I'm not lying. That's a stockfish line right now, just repeating moves. Um, b5, queen d6, king f7, queen d7, rook e7, queen d5, and yeah, it's a dead draw at this point. But now this happens, and here I am thinking, how is this a draw? And I say that because white has two connected pass pawns. We're gonna go like up the board, supporting each other like that. How is this a draw? Right? King h6, queen e8, knight g2. Only drawing moves f4, queen e1, king d3, queen h1, and suddenly, boom! That's white right there. You just have to keep giving checks in this position to survive, and that is why it's a draw. That's why it's a draw. You cannot really escape the checks. This is mate like that. This obviously you don't want to play. And yeah, but queen h1, a3. So just giving back that perpetual check idea. Here you have to play. Sorry. Here you have to play king c4 to break the checks, and then you can raise this pawn up. Is basically the idea. But a3, queen h3. Now still leaving some room for white with king d2, queen h1, c4. And this is bad. Yes, I know you should advance your passed pawns, but now you allow perpetual check again. Or not, because yeah. As previously mentioned, queen b1, king c3, queen c1. The king tries to run, you get that bishop. King goes to b3, then just queen b1 again. And yeah, which is why now queen h1 is the decisive mistake of the game. It's +5 after queen h5, sacrificing a bishop because you can't catch the pawn. The knight can literally not catch the pawn. Like, it will try, but there is no way. There's literally no way out. If you go that way, you're far. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong line. You just support, and the king is just like gonna have to like. It's There's no way the king is actually gonna be able to run like that. Um, to get the pawns, right? So now we would have like knight e7, um, maybe c7. Oh, sorry, knight c8. You just go king d4, king c4. You're gonna walk it up. Knight's gonna go there. You're gonna go there, or actually there. Knight would go somewhere here, and you would queen. It's completely winning for white as long as you don't slip up. But king c3 completely misses the point and allows more perpetual checks, which is just really sad because it's a nice combination until black blunders again. White misses it again, but this time at least still is winning because now the queen can't give any checks. Knight e1 is still a check. King c3, knight f3, and they trade. And now there is actually no way that white can lose or draw this, right? c5, yeah, right on target. Yep, yep, yep. Black's just trying to complicate it. Now black has a passed pawn, but you just put your queen behind the passed pawn. You just wait for them to run out of checks. Queen f7. I'll clean up a bit. Yep, and the king hides in the corner, maneuvering for some reason. c7, and white queens. White wins the game. According to chess.com game review, white got 89.7 accuracy and black got 84.8, which is weird. But yeah, if you look at this, this is not when I see this I think 3000 or something. I do not think Komodo engine when I see this graph. Like, come on. It's such a nice tactic. Just sorry, wrong misclick. Just it's such a nice tactic. Sacrificing the bishop and then just the pawns the knight can't reach in time. It's great, right? But I don't know, like just if you look at this, it spiked up, then it went back, spiked up again. Like how? And I'm telling you, if here white had gone here again, this actually would have been like the stupidest game in the history of chess. But thankfully, black played the still winning option. It's not the best. Queen h5 is completely amazing. But king c2 still scrapes through, I'll say. And yeah, this game is actually just not right. Um, but yeah, and don't think the series is over. No, no, no. Next we have Komodo 2.01 against Komodo 3, which is just gonna be worse. But yeah, that's it for this video, and I'll see you next time.